From Keene in the Shire, the Liberty Media capital of the world, this is Daryl W. Perry, host of FPP Radio News for Wednesday, February 14th, 2018. Silver is trading at $16.62 per ounce. Gold is valued at $1,332 per ounce. Zencash is trading at $40, and the average price of Bitcoin is $9,173. Antiwar.com reports as details continue to emerge from last week's U.S. attacks on pro-Syrian forces, it appears that dozens, or by some accounts scores, of the slain were actually Russian military contractors working for the Syrian government. That raises the stakes about U.S. attacks in Syria, fueling a direct conflict with Russia. Over the weekend, the U.S. struck again, with officials now confirming that a U.S. MQ-9 Reaper drone attacked and destroyed a Russian T-72 tank in eastern Syria in what U.S. officials are claiming was an act of self-defense. Lieutenant General Jeffrey Harrigan says the drone saw the tank that took a shot at us and that he believes the U.S. rules of engagement allows for the tank to be destroyed in self-defense to protect the drone. 3 people within the tank were killed. As to who they killed, U.S. officials are no more forthcoming than they ever are, with Lieutenant General Harrigan saying the U.S. is not going to speculate on whom they killed and that they flat out don't know whose tank it was or who was driving it. Which isn't a great excuse because tanks are generally well marked as to their owners and operators, and while both Russia and Syria are 2 of the top 3 extant operators of such tanks, there are massively different ramifications for the U.S. to have destroyed a Syrian tank of Russian origin or to have deliberately attacked and destroyed a Russian tank. While the U.S. has claimed all of its recent attacks on pro-Syrian forces in the country are self-defense, the claims ring hollow since they've killed in excess of 100 people while sustaining no casualties of their own, and doubly so in this latest case because they were defending a drone by killing 3 soldiers of unknown origin.
Whether you're looking for precious metals, bitcoins, or books, you'll find that and more at shop.fppradio.com. Every purchase you make from one of my affiliates at shop.fppradio.com helps fund FPP Radio. That's shop.fppradio.com.
UPI reports the Internal Revenue Service has warned taxpayers of a new scam and to watch their bank accounts for mistaken refunds, followed by calls from scammers to return the money to a collection agency. It's a new twist on an old scam. The fraud begins with scammers stealing client data from tax professionals and using the information to file fraudulent returns with taxpayers' real bank account information to deposit erroneous refunds. The thieves then pose as the IRS or other law enforcement agents in an attempt to get the taxpayers to return the money. In one version, thieves pose as debt collection officials acting on behalf of the IRS and contact the taxpayer to say a refund was deposited in error. They ask the taxpayer to forward the money to their collection agency. Another version uses an automated call with a recorded voice purportedly from the IRS that gives the taxpayer a case number and a telephone number to call to return the money.
For over 40 years, Roberts & Roberts Brokerage has been a trusted source for buying and selling precious metals. Gold, silver, platinum, and palladium. They don't feed the banks. They're Bitcoin preferred and have removed the minimum purchase amount for all orders paid in the digital currency. Call Roberts & Roberts Brokerage today for knowledgeable advice on buying and selling precious metals and a forward-thinking approach to new technologies. 800-874-9760 or visit online at rrbi.co.
Reuters reports a second federal judge on Tuesday blocked President Donald Trump's decision to end a program that protects undocumented immigrants brought into the United States as children in violation of immigration laws. U.S. District Judge Nicholas Garofis in Brooklyn ruled that the Deferred Action for Childhood Arrival program, or DACA, cannot end in March as the Republican administration had planned, a victory for some states' attorney general and immigrants who sued the federal government. This decision is similar to a January 9th ruling by U.S. District Judge William Alsup in San Francisco that DACA must remain in place while litigation challenging the decision continues. The legal battle over DACA complicates a debate currently underway in Congress on whether to change the nation's immigration laws. The Supreme Court is expected to make a decision by Friday on whether to consider the administration's appeal of the San Francisco ruling. Garofis said the administration could eventually rescind the DACA program, but the rationale given in September for rescission were too arbitrary and could not stand. The judge ordered the administration to process DACA renewal applications on the same terms as had been in place before the president took his action. This has been FPP Radio News, online at fppradio.com.